Hello, baby. This is Mr. Winklehouse, and I am rewriting radicals as fractional exponents. Alright, this is not too bad. So if you think back to the first video, you might remember that this here is the index, and this here is the radicand. Okay, so the idea here is that whatever power that the radicand is being raised to, I am going to write that as the numerator of the fraction, where the index then is the denominator. So the power on the radicand becomes the base. The power on the radicand becomes the numerator and the exponent. And the index becomes the denominator and the exponent. That's the idea. Alright, let's do some examples. Alright, so I have got 3 here for my index, and the power on the 4x is 1. Okay? So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take what's inside of here, and I'm going to write it down right here. And I'm going to put that in parentheses. The power on this is 1, so I'm going to write a 1 in the numerator of a fraction. Then I'm going to take the index and I'm going to write a 3 in the denominator of the fraction. So now I have 4x, or the quantity 4x, raised to the 1/3 power. That's it. Okay? Let's do another one. Here's my index. So I've got P as my index. Now sometimes they won't have the number in here. Sometimes they'll move that exponent on your index outside like this. It's the same thing. This is really the same as 3 cubed root of P to the 4th. This and this are exactly the same thing. Okay? That being said, I've got my P for my radicand, and I'm going to write a fraction in my exponent. The 4 is going to go in my numerator. The 3 is going to go in my denominator. That's it. Done. Done and done. Okay, let's go the other way. Alright. First thing I'm going to do, if I'm trying to move these fractional exponents back to a point where they're in a radical, is I'm going to draw my radical. I'm also going to take this number, whatever it is, in the parenthesis that's being raised to the power, and I'm going to put it in here like that. Then I'm going to take my denominator and I'm going to put it out here so that I see that the 3, this thing is the root, the cubed root, the 3rd root of 3x. And then I'm going to write this with the square outside because it's being squared, because that's the numerator. I might also write this as the cubed root of 3x squared, which would then simplify into the cubed root of 9x squared. Okay? All of these mean the same thing. Alright? I just think this one is the easier one to get it written to, but make sure that you know how to simplify it. Okay? Let's do another one. Radical. This one, oh, sorry, I'll put the 6x in here too. This one has a 2 as the denominator. When it has a 2 as the denominator, you can write the 2 out here if you want, which I don't have a problem with that. And then you'll have the exponent out there is 5. But if you're doing a multiple choice test, they're not going to write the 2 out here because with the 2 as an index, it's just the square root. Okay? Also, 6 to the 5th power, this could also be written as the square root of 7,776x to the 5th. Same thing. Okay? That's all there is to it, guys. See you later.